Come on, Stephanie Meyer. Where are all the gay vampires? Where are they? We're waiting.
He's a roll.
He's one of those he's a steamed bun. He's a steamed bun. How will your adoring public connect with you if you don't look at them? You have to acknowledge them, darling.
As a voice actor, if your dog could talk, what would he sound like?
You know I have a voice for him.
Because his voice sounds like this. Oh, please. Please give me some toast. It's all I need.
Hi, I'm Morgan, and I'm the co-creator of LUNAIIRA, and I have the amazing privilege of sitting down with Brandon.
With me! Hi, I'm Brandon McInnis, and I play June. I'm June. And I'm so excited to be here. This is the first time I'm meeting you in person.
Yeah.
Like, you're a real person.
Yeah, and I feel like I've known you for my entire life.
Yes, likewise. Yeah. We had that one call, and we were like, oh, we go way back.
Yeah, it was like an hour and a half, I think.
We did. We just kept talking and talking and talking. So yes, we're on the same page about a lot of things.
Yes, it's great.
And this is the real star of the show. This is Gus.
Absolutely.
This is Gustavus Hattori Hanzo Tatum McInnis I. He is fully registered. He is a show dog. We have not shown him though.
You could.
I don't want to stress him out. He deserves the perfect life. And you know, we're in the industry and we don't want that for our children. It's hard on them.
Being a son of an actor is already too much. It's already too...
It's a lot. Raising children in Hollywood is just, it's a lot. You have to contend with so much. There are a lot of fake people, and how does that interface with education? And I don't know. We homeschool.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we should talk about the project. We should talk about LUNAIIRA. Right, that's why we're here.
Maybe.
Oh, LUNAIIRA.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Sam and I put out the announcement video for LUNAIIRA saying, like, we've been working on this thing.
No.
I don't go through comments because, I mean, you understand this. You know, like, there's no. The same thing happened with Cristina, where someone screenshotted your comment on the video and said, like, do you realize who commented on this video? Like, I think you said, like, hey, I'm gay, I'm in. Like, that was literally, like, your comment.
Oh, I remember that comment. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I'll do it.
Yeah, you literally.
I volunteer as tribute. Yeah, that was my moment. Yeah.
There it is. Same page. See? Connected.
It's on my special skills area of my resume.
That's why you got hired. That's weird.
Maybe I should take it off.
Like, not an asset.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, someone screenshotted it.
Someone screenshotted it and sent it to me, and they were like, it was your comment and Christina's. Or people were like, do you realize who these people are? And I was like, no.
I'm just a guy.
Like,
a little guy.
I'm like, I'm just trying to exist and like make art.
Well,
and
you're existing in a very slay way. You're slaying.
You have no idea how much that means to me.
Yeah,
that means. But yeah, I looked you up and then I was like, why does this person follow me? And so I immediately followed you back. And I think I messaged you. I was like, oh my God. Like, hi. I was like, hey, please audition.
No, I mean, if you insist. Oh my God.
Yeah. And then you auditioned. I actually, I sobbed when I saw your audition. There's something so magical for me is because I did not write this song for me to sing. I wrote it for two boys to sing. And then finally hearing you sing it, hearing Ben sing it was this I don't know how else to explain. It's just it's a core memory moment. It was so validating for me because I had always heard it that way. Yeah. And then it was like, oh yeah, this is gorgeous.
It's real.
And it's perfect. And so I want to know how you found me, how you found LUNAIIRA.
How did I find LUNAIIRA? Well, you came across my page. My For You page.
Algorithm.
Also, actually, I know exactly how you came across my page. TikTok thinks I'm a female producer and wants to show me every single female producer on the planet. And here's the thing. I'm about to make the entire internet very mad at me. But in my experience, the female producers on the internet teach better. They're just better at teaching.
No, I fully agree.
Yeah.
Because also we're trying to make it this is actually how you do something. This is just not how you just look cool and do it.
Yeah.
These are the steps you take.
Yeah, and for some reason TikTok was like, oh, he likes big ripped gym guys and female producers.
Do you like rugby?
I mean, I like watching rugby. I don't know anything about this sport.
Me neither.
Throw the ball, let's go. But But yeah, I'm pretty sure TikTok thinks I am a female producer.
Absolutely.
And that's fine with me. Cool, great.
That's great.
It's
Your
like
algorithm's
your
probably
long
great.
hair, I don't know. But I'm fine with that. That's great. So it was like, oh, female producer, you need like the best female producers that exist. Here's Morgan. And I was like, oh my gosh, slay. And then you sang, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? Who? What? There's so much raw emotion and power in your voice and in your production. And it captured me immediately when I saw it. Truly.
That is.
Like, truly. Brina and I were talking about your lower register being like phenomenal. It was amazing. So like, I'm just so excited that you're doing right by yourself and making this.
I'm gonna cry.
Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people are like, what do I do? What? I'm like,
I'm just trying.
I try to get my ducks in a row, and it takes.
You're doing a great
phenomenal-
job. You're doing a great job. Okay. This is.
Right. But I try to do my own music, which takes phenomenal discipline. To put your own stuff out there takes so much discipline. And yes, it takes discipline for me to get in the booth and record auditions every day when they're sent to me. That takes discipline too. But I argue that it takes even more discipline to make something completely yourself. Because on some level, I have agents that send me opportunities. The opportunities come to me, and I have to step up and record and put a lot of effort into it. But when you make something that is fully your own, that's all you. You gotta tell yourself, I need to get up off the couch now and go make this thing. And there's no deadline other than you putting it on yourself. And that is true power, I think.
That's actually primarily what it is. It's telling yourself, okay, get up.
Get up. Get up. You gotta go do the thing. Wow. And I'm sure you've had, how many times have you done that when you didn't feel like it? And you did it anyway. I know, because I've seen your release schedule. I know that. I know that about you. You are so strong that you have gotten yourself up off that couch over and over and over again. And I have phenomenal respect for you.
And I think that a big part of my journey is I have always wanted to work in animation, but I didn't know that. Like I've always wanted, but it just didn't seem possible in any way, shape, or form. And I was like, okay, so that's something that comes like 30 years from now. And so I didn't try. And so I was like, okay, so we start with this. Like I always knew I wanted to make animated like musicals. Like I always have known that.
Yeah.
But
it seems like such an insurmountable goal, right?
Yeah. And so then like through this process, like meeting Taylor, who made the whole LUNAIIRA trailer, she was mentored by the person who made
the Prince of Egypt, right?
Girl.
What in the Prince of Egypt? I told you, right? Before you told me that.
And I need to tell you about that because I told Taylor that. I was like, do you know that Brandon's immediate response was like, well, it looks like Prince of Egypt. And she was just floored. Because like that's like her mentor and like it's just like a whole thing. But
that's so cool.
It just didn't feel like it could happen. And so I didn't think of it, but now we're here.
Now we're here. We are here.
What was your journey?
My journey is insane. Tell
us everything.
Condense it. So I went to school and I was pre-med.
Me too! What?
And
I got into anatomy lab and then like we had to like dissect a pig and I walked out of that lab. I called my parents. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh wow, so it was a moment. It
was a moment. Anyways,
oh, my mom was a vet, so
different.
My mom also was like, you're going to be a doctor. And I was like, I'm going to be an actor. Just like that for 18 years, 21 years of my life. I'm going to be an actor. So I finished all my pre-med. I did all of my prereqs, all of them.
So you did like biology, you did like, what's the really hard one? Like
organic chemistry.
Organic chemistry.
I did organic chemistry, and benzene rings are horrible. They're really awful.
Smart.
I am spiteful.
That's the gayest response.
I was like, I'm going to finish this and then I'm not going to go to medical school to screw with my school statistics. Now, I shouldn't have done that. I should have loved myself. That was not love. That was
you're saying don't be like
ridiculous.
Me. Don't be like me.
Don't be
Okay.
like that. You should realize you're not going to medical school. You don't want that because you don't want your life to be ruled by insurance companies. Completely separate discussion.
Yeah.
Earlier on. And then you work on all the cool stuff that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I was greedy and I was like, I'm going to do all of that. And so I majored in Japanese. I studied abroad for half a year and lived with a Japanese family my junior year. And I was a vocal performance minor. And I did it in 4 years. I never slept.
You did it in 4 years?
Yeah, I did it. And I didn't do any summer semesters either. So it was a lot. I did a lot. Don't do that. Love yourself. Oh, and my senior project, I was like, how can I marry my two loves of Japanese and vocal performance? Oh, I know, I'll learn how to produce. So I taught myself how to produce and produced an album of J-pop called Buranden, Complicated Life, which is very fitting. You can still find it on Spotify.
Shameless plug. Everyone go listen to Brandon's senior project.
Everyone has forgotten about it. It literally has 2 monthly listeners, which is funny because my Spotify profile has 1 million monthly listeners right now, and no one knows.
Wait, was it called Complicated Life?
Complicated Life. It was called Complicated Life.
Were you
It was
out
how I
then?
was feeling. Was I out then? I was out to my friends.
Okay.
I was out to my friends. But
That
no
would
one
add
else.
like to the complicated.
It was. Oh, so it was even more complicated. Complicated closeted life. Yay! Yeah. I'm going to show it to you right now.
Can we,
I
can
have
we like
to show-
listen
I'm
to a
so
little
sorry.
bit of it?
Live
Absolutely.
react
Live
to
react.
Buranden, Brandon's first
Play-
album that he wrote in Japanese.
Play your favorite one. Like your
Oh, yeah.
What is? Let me see the photo. You scrolled past that so fast too. You were like, you did not.
Yeah, it's baby Brandon. Baby Brandon.
Brandon literally he opened it and like went like this. And I was like, no.
I was working with a manager at the time who was like, I need like more Edward Cullen for me. And she, my first.
Twilight.
It is.
This is literally Twilight.
That was my manager at the time. Little baby Brandon.
That is not a baby. That is a 10,000-year-old vampire.
That's because I've lived so many lives, complicated lives.
This is one of the Cullens. Like canonically, anyway.
It kind of is.
It is.
It's the gay colon.
It's the gay.
Oh,
There's not
there
a
is
gay
one.
representation.
There is one. Yes, you were like, this is how I can show up for my community.
Come on, Stephanie Meyer. Where are all the gay vampires? Where are they? We're waiting. They're right here.
Okay, strings.
Thank you. It's a long time ago.
Wait, this one slaps so hard.
There's also a music video, but we'll talk about that later. Gus, you want to join us up here for the second part of the interview? You want to come up here? Come on, baby. This is Gus. He's also a SAG member. No. In addition to so many talents of his.
So you saw the announcement video. What was your what were the vibes? What was your impression of LUNAIIRA?
I saw your post about that you were writing a musical and that there would be queer characters in it. And I immediately was like, hello, I volunteer as tribute. And yeah, that was it. That was just immediately like, oh, you're writing a musical and there are queer characters in it? Yes, I would like to submit to the committee.
I think that was literally your comment. It was like, hi, I'm gay. I'm in. Like that.
Hi, I'm gay. I'm in.
We'll go find it. We'll put it in the
I'm
video.
gay. I'm in.
But it was like I'm a queer. It was like I'm a queer actor, a voice actor. I'm in. Like that's what it was.
Well, I think also,
which is great.
And I was so excited to see that because there's been this initiative in casting, which I think is so good and so needed. Like really getting like correct casting, really making sure that we're getting actors that reflect the background, you know? And I don't see a lot of queer characters in my audition sides as a voice actor. I get them. Oh, believe you me, my agent sends them to me. And I get very excited when I get them. So whenever I see that, I'm like, oh, let's go. Yeah. Let's go, you know? So I think it's very important. And I'm so glad you wrote queer characters into your story.
What does it feel like you are voicing an original a gay character in a musical? Like, what, how does it feel?
How does it feel? I mean, it's cool. It's cool. But also, it feels very comfortable. My job when I get into a booth is, at its core, to live truthfully in imaginary circumstances. And
that's beautiful.
Well, that's acting. That's acting. That is the core of acting. I believe it's Sandy Meisner that said that. And whenever I'm given a character, that is in a circumstance that I can relate to, that makes the whole process so much easier because I'm there.
Yeah.
You know, I know what it feels like to be in a gay relationship and all that's couched with that. I know what it feels like to grow up in North Texas and be afraid for people to know your orientation. I know what it feels like to not be comfortable walking with your male partner in Texas and to not hold hands. Yeah. I know that because we came to Los Angeles and suddenly we felt comfortable holding hands in public and we never had before. So that was nice. But my point is, it makes the whole process of acting and creating a character easier. Gus, come here, darling.
He's exploring. He's like, we're in a new space. You expect me to not look around?
Help me explain. But yeah. That's what it feels like.
And I think something that... Are you dying? Oh. Are you okay?
No, sometimes he just has little breathing failures. We all do.
Something that Sam and I have been so intentional about with LUNAIIRA is that it is queer storytelling, but like queerness doesn't have to do with like the narrative.
Which I love.
And like that's something that we're very intentional. Like there's not gonna be any like you're treated different. Yeah, or like you're treated differently because you're gay.
Right.
And like something that, you know, the characters that Ben plays, we were like, this character could be trans. Any character could have, like that's the whole point of in high fantasy spaces not having things like gender and, or sexual orientation and like race.
We've drive the beyond.
Like that's such a boring thing to drive a plot. It's boring. Yeah. Like it's not fun. It's exhausting. We don't want that. There's such tiny trans representation. There's like virtually in animation. There's virtually none.
Yeah.
Like there really, really isn't. And so like one of the only shows that has it, The Dragon Prince, which Sam and I had both watched a bunch, we were like, oh yeah, this character is trans in this. But how they go about informing the audience that this character is trans, it's kind of like this like very like coded conversation that happens where if you know someone trans or like have, you know, some sort of intersectionality with like the trans community, you can understand, oh, this person's saying that they're trans, but it's like very, they say like, oh, when I was a kid, I felt that I was in a girl's body, but I felt like I was a boy. Like it just very, very coded. And it's like very beautiful and everything, but it's not like overt. And so Sam and I were both like, okay, this is how we saw them do it in this show. Like, you know, we're trying to be very intentional about these characters. Their arc does not have to do with them being gay or a person of color or whatever.
Right.
And so this is how we saw them do it. 2 of our writers are trans men. And we asked them about that. And then our writers were like, no, we need to talk about it because there is no representation for this. Like, we want it to be part of the person's story. And so it's like, I'm very, very excited because like, it's a lot of the character that Ben plays when like we have flashbacks, like they use a different name. And like, Ben's been really cool, like helping us like cast that person, like pre-transition, and like I'm really excited because it's like that's just part of it.
I didn't even think about that.
And like,
that is the story.
And
that
like,
is,
that I don't know how, like it doesn't drive the plot. It's just something that you know that this character is also, it's part of their backstory, but it has nothing to do with the plot.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So I'm really excited.
Well, and that's the thing. When you are a queer youth growing up, it's important to see characters like you, older than you, because it gives you hope.
Yes. Literally something that I've talked about a lot with one of like the people I collaborate with a lot. Early on in our like collaborating relationship, they would always ask me like, who are your role models? And I was like, I don't actually have role models because no one's doing. And so like, it's just, you need it.
Yeah.
Our esteemed director, the genius, Cristina Vee. You guys have worked together.
We've worked together. Let's see, we did a song cover together. We did a Demon Slayer song cover.
Absolutely.
That was fabulous.
Are you in Demon Slayer?
I am in Demon Slayer.
Really?
I'm in Demon Slayer.
Huh.
Just a little part. It's like a one-off. Okay, maybe not a one-off.
Like, I don't even know how to spin this.
Okay, maybe it was kind of a big deal. It's complicated. It's kind of a complicated life, you know. Oh, she's directed me before. Cristina has directed me before, and I don't remember what project, but
Was it a game?
it was a game.
It was a game.
It was a
okay.
video game, and it was the first time I had worked with her. And I remember very distinctly that she was so concerned about my vocal health. She would check in with me, and it was the first time a director had ever really checked in with me and made sure that I didn't strain my voice during a very intense video game session. And I will never forget that. And I have such respect for her because vocal health is so important in my industry, and we don't talk about it enough.
And when I got to sit down with her, we talked about her directing, and like, I'm so excited to be directed by her because
she's a very good director.
She was talking about how like, yeah, it's not supposed to be scary. I believe like you're here, like we're just gonna work together, and like, not that anyone would think anyone would have a bad experience with Cristina, but it's just like hearing her talk about her directing, and then you've been directed by her. It's just like, it's a opportunity of a lifetime.
Well,
like,
it's a director's job to create a safe space so the actor feels comfortable enough to be vulnerable. Yeah. And that's what it is. And Christina's fabulous at it.
I love her.
It's gonna be great.
I love her so much.
Me too.
You are a professional.
I'm a professional.
You are a professional voice actor. You
Yes.
have done so many projects. What is the reason people should pay attention to this project of yours?
Well, to not pay attention to this project with queer actors in it, with a queer story in it, during Pride Month is homophobic.
It's homophobic. Absolutely. It's absolutely homophobic.
Yes, absolutely. And that's why. No.
Okay. I was like, okay, let's move on.
And take a listen to any of the songs for 5 seconds and you will realize what a beautiful property and story it is. I feel like the production quality alone and emotion and all the singing is like a microcosm of the entire thing. It's like a cell.
And people, they've heard excerpts of songs. They don't know which ones are going to be in it. But like, they haven't heard that much of it.
And it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It'll be real good.
We have talked. I don't even know what time it is. It could honestly feels like 5 minutes. I know it's not because they've cut like
An hour.
I know that it has been.
Starving. Our waists are so skinny. Happy Pride.
So as we wrap up, is there anything else you want to add?
I'm really excited for people to get an original musical project. You know, I feel like the time is right for it.
It's time.
It's time to have acting with the singing. Like that is, I think people are gonna love it. I think people are very excited. I think there are also a lot of anime fans that like my singing because I've sang.
You have a great voice. Yeah,
I've
of
sang
course.
an anime. I've sang an anime.
Is it Given, right?
Given. Yes, I covered all the Given songs, and I'm also in this other show called Actor Songs Connection that I was the lead in that I sang
I don't know
for.
about that.
I'll tell you all about it. But it's
I need to
the
watch it.
only anime, to my knowledge, that's been recorded on a simul-dub schedule, which means every episode is
They
done in a
released
week
together.
with music production in a week. It was chaos. It was absolute chaos, but we did it.
The fans probably have to be so happy.
Yeah, I think
Apothecary
so.
Diaries.
So
my
I
dad
think the anime fans are going to be very excited to hear this project and see it.
This has been just the highlight of my year. Thank you so much for sitting down.
It's a highlight for me too. My gosh.
Just been like, I've known you for 20 years.
It does feel that way.
Absolutely.
And likewise,
Yeah.
of course. Yes.
Thank you so much for sitting down and just
Yeah.
chatting and dropping the lore, doing
Yes.
some voice acting for us.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I'm happy to. Oh my gosh, this has been so much fun. I really feel like this is such an important project. Like, we need it. The world needs this project.
I think that.
Yeah.
We both think that.
Yes,
so
we both think that.
That should be enough.
So we need you to help fund the Kickstarter, because if the Kickstarter doesn't fund, we can't make a show with a gap. Sometimes a thigh gap is good, but we don't want a gap here. No. How can we make queer media with such a gap? We need you. Help us close the gap during Pride Month. Happy Pride.
You're homophobic.
That's the second one. I want to do another one. Please donate to LUNAIIRA today, because the queers need you, and it's Pride Month, and if you don't, it's homophobic.
And speaking of the Kickstarter, there are so many cool rewards that we've put together for you guys. There are acrylic charms. There are You can even be a producer on this. You can get producer credit, signed vinyls. There are so much. Please go check it out. There's been so much effort and so much vision put into this. There are many good things.
And signed vinyl, signed by whomst will be signing it. Oh, me, I will be signing it. Just me.
Cast.
I'm signing for the entire cast.
Cast.
Just kidding. The whole cast will sign it. It'll
Just
sign it.
a branded
Don't worry.
vinyl.
Just me. It's just my signature 100 times.
You're like, we don't
this is
need
the version
anything
where
else.
I play everyone.
Will you
Mine.
Cosette?
We'll get you a dress too. Yes, excellent. Perfect. There's only gonna be one of those available. You gotta throw a lot of money into there. I believe in you. You can do it. Work hard.
Thank you so much for watching. We've had so much fun.
This has been fun. This has been great. This has been great.
I'm so happy to be here in person with
I'm
you.
happy to be here too.
My face hurts from smiling. I fit like it's.
That was my goal this entire time.
That's a great goal.
It is.
It's
We
a great
should laugh
goal.
more. We should laugh.
We should absolutely
laugh
laugh
more.
There's a stretch goal in there somewhere.
Laughing more. But thank you for joining us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Bye.
Oh, Gus has to wave bye too.
Oh, Gus.
I'm sorry. Goodbye. Goodbye, little flappy paw.
Goodbye, I love you.
Don't dare dream. Don't dare think. Stay inside where the monsters can't find.